Have you ever heard of an Australian actor named Ben Esler? Probably not. But you might have heard of a couple of roles he played, but years ago. He played the part of Sergeant Chuck Tatum in the HBO series The Pacific, as you can see.
Tatum, Charles, private first class.
And 6 years ago, he played the minor role of Sean McGinnis in the AMC series Hell on Wheels. There he is.
I got us out of that. I'll get us out of this.
The reason why I'm bringing up this barely known Aussie actor is that this schmuck today launched a virtual signal attack upon old PJ here. It had to do with an article I wrote in Newsbusters. I'm going to have the link to it in the thread below. But basically, it's on the topic everybody's talking about, the Jussie Smollett hate hoax. So what happened is that my article was about a column written by an assistant of the Washington Post editorial board, and she was really upset that the story turned out not to be true. And she actually said, "I need the story to be true." So anyway, what happened was and we'll review some of it in a moment. But the thing is this guy Esler, Ben Esler, fading actor Ben Esler, hasn't had much of any role since 6 years ago. So nothing much has been happening. We're going to see that. But he starts attacking me as opportunistic, etc. And we'll take a look at the attack right now. Okay, so late last night, I had the story published in Newsbusters. And as I said just before, I'm going to have a link to it down below this video so you could see it in detail, read it in detail for yourself. But basically, here's the headline. Washington Post editorial assistant desperately wants Jussie Smollett's story to be true. She actually wanted the hate hoax to be true. In fact, and this is, her name is Nana Efua Mumford, and she's on a Washington Post. She's a Washington Post editorial board assistant. So basically, she's really upset. It wasn't true. Blah blah blah. And here's a key sentence here. So remember this. It says, "I need the story to be true." You got it? I need the story to be true, despite its ugliness and despite what it would say about the danger of the world I live in. I mean, that's a weird attitude to take. You need for the story to be true? Shouldn't you be happy that it wasn't true? That there weren't white, racist Trump supporters who attacked Jussie Smollett and are also supposedly homophobic? So anyway, I was looking at the reactions from the readers this morning, and lo and behold, I came upon this. Okay, now we're down to the comment. There was a lot of comments on this article, but we come to this from Ben Esler, who, when I first read this, I had no idea who he was. I had no idea he was a fading Aussie actor. But here's what he says. Here's his attack on your humble correspondent. "This is a ridiculous, intentional, bad faith distortion of her position. There is nothing wrong with not wanting to discover that someone would lie about a thing such as this, or in fearing the harm such revelation could do to our culture. For instance, dishonest and opportunistic articles," yeah, here we go. "For instance, dishonest and opportunistic articles such as this one are likely to be written, further stoking toxic, divisive, and tribalism, which is unfortunate." Man, does this not sound like virtue signaling? I mean, this is exactly what this is. It's just virtue signaling from a fading Aussie actor. He's got to show his liberal creds to the world. I, too, would prefer that Jussie Smollett had not apparently lied about this. That doesn't mean I long for a hate crime to have occurred. It means I would like to believe a young gay black actor would not deceive the entire world about such an attack. You know this, yet you wrote your little hit piece anyway. Yeah, okay, virtue signal. Remind me, who's really the one with an unhealthy attachment to a tribalistic narrative here? It doesn't seem like it's Mumford. Yeah, that's the latest buzzword among leftists, is this word tribal or tribalistic. So this guy, Ben Esler, and I'm going to show you in a moment here how I found out who he was. But first, just refresh Mr. Esler's memory. Is here. You know, he's an actor, so maybe Ben Esler should at least act like he has some reading comprehension, because right here, the author, the Washington Post editorial board assistant, she wrote right here it is. I need the story to be true. She needs it to be true. You got that, Ben? Despite its ugliness and despite what it would say about the danger of the world I live in. So that completely contradicts what he was just saying. You know, she needs the story to be true, even though it's not. So let's go. I'm going to show you how I found out who this fading Aussie actor was. Okay, so I clicked on this Ben Esler, whose name I never heard of before. I clicked on his name, and I saw that his Twitter handle was @Ben Esler. So I went over to Twitter, and it identifies him as actor, writer, patron saint of Lost Keys, whatever. So there's like a picture of him there. So anyway, he's virtue signaling. But so I'm so curious, actor. I'm wondering, who is this guy? So I did a little bit of searching, and I'll show you in one moment. We're going to see how his career has faded rapidly in the last 5 or 6 years. We're going to take a look in just a moment at IMDb. Okay, here we are on IMDb, and here we have Ben Esler. Now, one way on IMDb that you could find out if a actor's career is going nowhere is when you click the full bio, and it's not very full. I mean, look at this. Ben Esler is an actor and producer known for Hell on Wheels, Wake Up Dead, and Blue Heelers. And that's it. But, okay, so let's take a quick look here at the sad career of Ben Esler. It sort of had a promising start. Well, Blue Heelers, never heard of. Curtain, didn't hear of that. But the Pacific, okay, it was a small part, but a good start. And then Hell on Wheels, he was in the episodes, he had a small supporting role from 2011 to 2013. But then started the big fade. Here, 2016, TV series. All right, so then here, after that, Red Blooded, that looks like it was just a pilot. SEAL Team, apparently just one episode, Eric, 2019. And then what happened? What happened in 2018? 2019, oh, this is completed. And, you know, let's face it, its career's going nowhere. So poor Ben is spending his time at the keyboard, virtue signaling by the numbers, by the way. I mean, it's so obvious. So I'm going to finish up here in a moment. And guess what? I think I'm going to give a helping hand to Mr. Esler's career, which really needs a lot of help. And just to show Ben Esler there's no real hard feelings, I'm actually going to help him out. I'll tell you what, Ben, what you can do is just cut to the end of this video, and I'm going to give some good testimony for you that's going to help your career. I, PJ, hereby affirms that Ben Esler is liberal in good standing and virtue signals by the numbers on a regular basis. Therefore, he should qualify to be on a significant entertainment production.